keep it with Team USA, but translate it over to what it means for the NBA. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant have combined to average 27 a game on 58% shooting. LeBron James and AD, meanwhile, have scored 23 a game together on 58% shooting. So both of these duos got bounced in the first round last season. But Ramona, when you think about what these two duos, what team are you more bullish on next season after seeing what they've done in Paris?
We're going to do this again. It's the Lakers, because those two play defense. I'm sorry. I know Book and KD can score, but I don't know that Phoenix can play defense the way that AD and LeBron can play defense. And I know he can do this. I know they're older if they stay healthy. All the qualifiers are. But look at Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is a hell of a defense.
My takeaway for this entire Olympic team has been LeBron and AD are still two of the top players in the world, and LeBron is the top player right now. Look at him. He's 39 years old out there.
He's not the top player in the world. He's the best player on the Olympic team. You can make that argument. But the Suns had a better offseason. The Suns hired a proven championship coach. Tyus Jones.
That was great signing.
If the Lakers got Tyus Jones, this would be a different conversation. The Lakers are
Tyus Jones on a minimum,
Yeah,
too.
the Lakers are stuck with D'Angelo Russell. The Lakers supporting cast is not good enough to really take that team seriously. By the way, neither of these teams are going to get out of the first round anyway.
A little shade there at the end. David, you're the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. Sorry, Ramona. I know we're 8.
Oh, wow. She was rocking with the rookie.
I know. You were giving me the I'm going to go with the Suns. LeBron and AD were as healthy and as productive last year as they've been in a long time. I don't know if they can replicate that, especially coming off of the Olympics. Health is going to be a factor. Devin Booker's a little bit younger. I think that him and KD are going to coalesce into something a little bit more dynamic than the Lakers.
All right, so when I'm right, I'll just give a little LeBron.
Right.
A little bit more dynamic, but do you agree with Tim on the fact that the teams are just not going to be formidable in the postseason?
Yeah, I would give the Suns a better chance of maybe sneaking in the second round, but I think these are both early exits.
All right, we'll leave that one there. An NBA fan base that might not be so thrilled watching one of their stars in the Olympics, that would be the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray had an underwhelming summer, to say the least, with Canada, not only failing to make the medal round, but struggling to make a significant impact along the way. So Murray failed to crack double digits in any game, only averaged 6 points in total, shooting only 29% from the floor and 14% from three. Murray and the Nuggets have yet to agree to a contract extension, and with no deal, he would become an unrestricted free agent next offseason. So, Tim, what should Denver do? Should they give Max the Murray or should they max the Murray? Should they give Murray the max or should they wait?
I would be extremely concerned because this is it's not just about the Olympics. He had a rough playoffs. He shot 40% from the floor in the playoffs. And look, he doesn't look like himself. He doesn't look healthy. He doesn't look explosive right now. Look, it's a tough situation because he was the second best player on a championship team very recently. If you don't give him the extension, those situations tend to get very sensitive. I would wait, though.
I think they're going to pay him. I think it's going to get done soon after the Olympics, and I wouldn't have any qualms about it. I covered a lot of those playoff games. He had a calf injury for a lot of those. That's why he didn't look great, but he still won them a bunch of games. Like, he put the Nuggets on his back in the fourth quarter several times against the Lakers and against the Timberwolves. I think you got to just believe in your guy. Plus, they don't have any way to replace him.
I mean, he did hit a game winner in AD's face, the best defensive player in the world.
He did.
Tiebreaker again.
Yeah.
Ramon, I'm with you this time.
All right. Look at you.
I think you have to max the Murray here. You got to do it because not only did he show a lot in that play, especially against that Lakers team, but him and Jokic just seem to work well together. You may be in the sort of Warriors, Steph, Draymond situation where other teams may not pay Murray the max or feel like he's worth it, but to Denver, he is absolutely worth it. You do not want to be in a situation next year where you're playing with fire, where you may lose him, or you may try to have to find somebody else. That Murray-Jokic combination has won a championship, and I think that they can be great again.
Yeah, it would not be good with Denver not having Murray there. Okay, so Tim, you say that you don't think they should give. How do you think that Denver should move then?
Very delicately. I'm just not willing to commit $200 million to an injury-prone player who doesn't look right now. I would try to wait. And look, there's risk there. It's not a perfect scenario, but I can't give this guy a full max contract right now.
All right, so that's been one of the most interesting stories to come out of the Olympics. Another major story coming out of the quarterfinals is the fact that Rudy Gobert was not only moved out of the starting lineup versus Canada, but went scoreless in his only 3 minutes on the floor. There was some mixed messaging as to why Rudy didn't get much burn. And you, of course, know that Draymond Green had to get in on the conversation. He will not miss an opportunity to hop on his pod about it. Take a listen.
France had a very interesting plot twist going on. Big Rudy Gobert said he had surgery on his finger or something. France's coach said he thought the matchups was an issue. And so Rudy didn't start because of the matchups. We don't know what's true. I don't think we have any reason to believe Rudy's lying, except for the coach saying that it was for matchups. But, like, to be taken out of the lineup on any other team in the Olympics as an NBA player, not named Team USA, is kind of crazy.
Okay, Draymond with his thoughts there. Ramona, do you have more on the situation that's going on in France?
Okay, so he says we don't have any reason to believe Rudy's lying. I don't have any reason to believe that Draymond Green is in any way objective.
No, not at all.
Gobert.
Not at all.
Like, he's just sitting at home waiting for this
Google
guy.
for Rudy Gobert.
Probably.
Draymond rips Steve Kerr, his own coach,
Yes.
Exactly.
for benching Jason Tatum.
Right.
But he's all about Vincent Collet, a guy he's never met, benching Rudy Gobert. I wonder why.
Not surprised.
Listen, this happened in the playoffs too, obviously. I mean, Rudy got targeted in the series against Denver. And this is something that happens with France. But Brian's been talking about the infighting on the French team.
Yeah.
Where Evan Fournier comes out and says we're focusing too much on defense, and Evan Fournier got benched, and they put defensive players in. Guess what? They won. Yeah. They pulled off the upset of the tournament here.
Yeah.
With benching with Fournier and Gobert. And I understand the surgery on the finger.
They must not have been too focused on defense. They benched a 4-time defensive player of the year.
I mean, sacre bleu, right? This is what happened with France, but they won. That was like the upset of the tournament. With it when it goes into this next game against Germany.
Do you think that Gobert being benched is a big deal, too?
Oh, it's absolutely a huge deal. I mean, you talk about French basketball, it's Tony Parker and then Rudy Gobert. This is a guy who has helped them win multiple medals, including a silver in the last Olympics. And he's not one of these NBA stars who's a sometime national player. He has been fully committed every single summer of his entire NBA career. And I know Rudy well. Rudy is a very proud guy. You can call him a sensitive guy. You know, I'm not sure what exactly is going on with his finger. I can tell you, though, his ego is bruised right now.
Yeah.
No question about that. And the coach did not make any attempt to be delicate about it.
He definitely looked like that when he was on the bench yesterday. What do you think, David?
Yeah, on a macro level, this is a huge concern because how many seasons and big-time situations do we find ourselves having this conversation about Rudy Gobert? Should he start? Is the team better with him on the bench? Can he go out there and defend on the perimeter? There's always these conversations about Gobert and playing, and that's not something that we should be having about a guy with that level of a contract and who should be anchors to championship teams. And we're having it even in the Olympics. That's something that's concerning.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what's going on with his finger, hopefully sometime in the near future as well.
Was it taped
because
up?
There was some mixed messaging. It was. There was some mixed messaging there as well.
Draymond knows.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA on the ESPN.